Hello, my name is Austin Miller and I'm the Education Programs Coordinator for Oregon Agriculture in the Classroom. On behalf of our entire organization, thank you so much for volunteering with our 2017 Annual Literacy Project. This year's featured book, Allison Investigates, Does Chocolate Milk Come from Brown Cows?, is all about the dairy industry and how milk is an important part of our diet. The first step in this project is finding a classroom. There are several ways you can do this. You can visit a classroom that you have already visited in the past year, or you can approach a new one in your community. Before you approach a new school, it is best to check with us to make sure another volunteer has not already signed up for that classroom. You can visit one of the dozen classrooms that have requested a volunteer. On our website, you will find an up-to-date list of these schools that have requested a volunteer. If one of these schools are in your community, give us a call or send us an email and let us know that you are interested in volunteering at that school. Once you have identified a classroom, set up a time that works best for both you and the teachers. If you're visiting more than one classroom, we recommend allowing at least 15 minutes for transition. Before you visit the classroom, make sure you go over the lesson plan and read the book. Make sure that you are comfortable with the presentation and you are polished and prepared. You should also check to see what resources are available to you, such as a chalkboard, whiteboard, or smartboard, if you choose to use these in your presentation. When you arrive in a classroom, the teacher will likely have an area that he or she would like you to be. Many times this is a carpeted area that the students are accustomed to being read on. Some teachers might prepare that the students remain in their seats. Work with the teacher because they are the ones who are working with their students every day. They will know what is best. After this preparation, you are ready to begin. Start by introducing yourself and your connection to agriculture. Bring in photos, props, examples of crops you grow, or anything else to help tell your story. Remember, even if you are not engaged in production agriculture, we are all related to agriculture in some way. Telling your story will help establish your credibility and is interesting to the students. The next step is defining agriculture. In the directions, you will see the 6 F's of agriculture listed out. This will help students fully grasp that agriculture is all around us. After this introduction, you are ready to begin reading the book. Make sure that you read the book slowly. Take time to show the students the pictures as you go. Make sure that the students pay particular attention to the steps in the process. As you read, feel free to make comments about the milking process. After you are done reading, lead the students in a few follow-up questions. Some questions to consider include, does chocolate milk come from brown cows? What steps do milk go through to make sure that we can drink it? For the younger grades, consider opening the last page of the book to help the students remember the different steps to processing milk before we drink it. After you read the book, move on to Activity 1. In this activity, you're going to discuss how milk helps our body stay strong and healthy. Start by explaining to the students how the lesson will work. Have the students stand up, say, milk helps our body stay strong and healthy. Repeat after me and follow my movements. Milk gives you strong bones. Can you flex and make your arm muscles big? Flex your arms and hold them up. Milk makes your teeth strong. Can you show me your smiles? Point to your mouth and showing all of your teeth. Milk helps convert food into energy. Let's run in place to use some energy. Run in place and pump your arms. Milk makes your skin healthy. Let's look at our arms to see our smooth skin. Look down at your arms and rub your skin. Then instruct the students to quiet down and be seated. This activity should take about 5 minutes. Activity 2. Choose 8 volunteers and give them each a card with an image from the book that highlights the different processes of milk. These are the cards with no color bar. Have the rest of the class help sort the 8 volunteers with cards into chronological order. Say things like, what does this card have on it? Where do we think this card goes? Once the volunteers are lined up, discuss the process of milk and answer any questions the students may have. Then collect the 8 cards from the volunteers and have them return to their seats. This activity should take about 5 minutes. For Activity 3, hand out the second set of cards showing different types of food. Each student should have 1 card. Not all of the cards may be used. If you don't use all the cards, make sure there are at least 2 within each food group. Each food group is represented by a different colored bar to help you easily identify the groupings. Do not pass out the 6 meal cards. These are represented by the faded blue color bar. These meal cards are the combination pizza, PB&J sandwich, beef and vegetable stew, enchilada, sub sandwich, and chow mein. We will use those later. After the food cards have been distributed, place the bags with the different food groups around the room. Have each student find their bag their card belongs in. While this is happening, make sure to emphasize that we need to eat food from all of the categories. This is what makes up a healthy diet. After all of the cards have been sorted and the students have returned to their seats, begin discussing what was in each of the bags. Talk about how those foods qualify as that category. Allow the students to ask questions and respond with their thoughts. If the students complete the task quickly, either repeat the activity, sort remaining cards as a group, or discuss more examples of foods in each food group. Getting mixed up on whether a food is a fruit or a vegetable, students might even try to correct you. An easy rule to follow is that if there are seeds, it's a fruit. Older students may have fun identifying some unique fruits. Once the discussion for the sorting cards has died down, discuss the 6 meal cards. Say things like, what types of foods are in a sub sandwich or vegetable soup? Make sure to relate back to their daily lives with questions like, do any of you like to eat PB&J sandwiches? Or, what's your favorite part about enchiladas? When the activity is complete, gather the cards and ask the students to return to their seats or the carpet to talk about the activity. Here are some questions to lead the discussion. What part of our bodies does milk help stay healthy? What is one important step milk goes through before we drink it? What is your favorite dairy product? When the discussion draws to a close, distribute bookmarks to the students or leave them with the teacher. Tell the students that this bookmark will help them remember what they learned today. If you have time, review the 6 F's of agriculture.
The last step of the project is to thank the students and the teachers for allowing you into their classroom to talk about agriculture and the dairy industry. Pass out the bookmarks to all of the students or leave them with the teacher along with the book and the teacher packet. If you have any questions, call our office at 541-737-1318 or email us at aitc@oregonstate.edu. Don't forget to follow us on social media.